Greetings, one and all. I'm Kerrik52, and enough of ice and cold. Time to get heated. I don't need that. Welcome to the Moat of Burnedbless. Despite the theming, this place is cool. Great, and Adol is paranoid. What be your guidance? Something tells me you failed. I would never. Onwards. So, what do we do here? Yeah, first thing to do is to pick up some more iron ore. And also get a taste for the local enemies here. They're not too bad. I should get that level lickety-split. That's another 2,000 gold. The rest of the way is perfectly linear. Only weird thing is that you can barely see these guys for some reason. I swear I could do so earlier and the game engine is messing with me, but I don't know. Easy XP all the time. Oh yeah, I don't know what this kind of effect is called. But this is very 90s, and I always associate it with a bunch of PlayStation RPGs and the like. I have to assume that it's a very simple effect to make, otherwise why would it be so widespread? But nowadays you don't see it as much. Probably because it doesn't translate to high fidelity gameplay, but still, you could probably find a way to do it. Got some nice parallax scrolling here too. Oh god! Okay, so I can murder them, but they can also murder me. Good time to save. And maybe play a bit defensively. Game isn't super hard still, but you need to pay attention, sadly. And here we have people living in a village here. I've seen it. Could be. Let's see, where is... There it is. I guess these guys would have built up an immunity. My reputation precedes me. Oh no. Poor woman. Why is everyone here so rude? Can I leave? ᚚᚖᚨᚾᚆᚆᚾ? The biggest fraud in Cimmeria? What are you doing here? He doesn't have his rail cannon, so he isn't actually that tough. Figures. This is true. Well, I'm pelting you with fireballs. Never venture outside alone, the demons' numbers have been increasing lately, and keep watch over your children. I should be drenched in the blood of my enemies, but I don't think the engine can handle it. It does. So, was that everyone, perhaps? So this didn't give much. But we have a puzzle to solve, so... I'll meet you back by the entrance with some more money. Here we are. I grabbed a level while I was at it. And there is something here. And it's demonic, but not quite demonic, which means... Hello. Welcome to Roo's Nest. As you can see, we can't actually understand them. But this is a substitution cipher. And if you play Ys Origin, you will also run into a couple of Roos, and they talk some very silly stuff. I think they do so in Memories of ᚚᚐᚨᚾ as well. What else do we have here? Okay. This one's mad. This one is just asleep. But we have a perfectly functioning translation tool. Your information brokers? Okay, we'll take the name Adaru. What are you on about? It's tough. I mean, fair. Good to have a second healing spot. Also, so this changes all of the dialogue. The tool of a true gentleman. A shield against poison gas? I did note your massive brain. This is very useful. They're a bit overly helpful here, but I appreciate it. Anyway, let's walk back and chat with some demons and see if we can get some information. No, no fruit for you. I mean, when your boss is as big and powerful as the bosses in these games, you kinda have to respect the chain of command. I don't think Adol will make for a good pit barbecue. Not enough meat on them bones. Dogi, though. Yeah, so this is what I mean. When you talk to them in roof form, you can see them, but when you fight them, they go half invisible for some reason. Get out of my bag. This is true. Nothing. I can go check on him. The extremely pedestrian nature of these demons makes for such good contrast. I know it's all a joke, but I feel like I shouldn't be killing them sometimes. But I need the XP, so... That is a good name for a union. Ugh. What is it with people in this fruit? Ah. That would explain all of the stink eyes. Mood. Okay, we made it. Time for a visit of a sacred beast. Rude. So the people here know what a rue is. What? Okay, did you people have a rue here, or did you have a guy that looked like a rue? Rue, rue, rue your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a shroom. This is doing wonders for my popularity in town. I think the cat disagrees. Then the people up here. Who is this Chrono? Spoilers for the next Trails game, I guess. Okay, Ruba, what's up? This is true. Haha! Adol told the bridge guard he knew about his son being kidnapped by the man in black. What if I went to go and rescue the lad? Much obliged. Good to know. But before that, I have some business to attend to. First and foremost, hey Theo. I have some presents for you. So he's of course upset that I have been fireballing him so much. No. You damn tease. Much better. That's another cooked item in the bag. And then the armor. About as ready as I can be. Let's go and pick up a flower here. I completely misjudged the cost of these things. But it's still really annoying to go through the menu if you want to stock up, so I'll just buy the one and then pick up the rest. Yeah, still no sign of Lilia. I mean, if she's not ahead of us, she's behind us. Demons every which way. But we'll find her. That should be good enough. Time to go find Tarf. As I said, this place is very linear. So it's only a question of taking the one left path here. Up here. And then you just hold left. There is one more split, but it's not very complicated. I do need another level up though. Maybe even two. Just keep them coming. Now we're talking. Oh yeah, the gas. We have a remedy. These guys are new. And they can actually shoot projectiles. Quite the rare sight in the bump combat games. Why wouldn't I take it? An unnatural flame. Won't get my level up for a little bit here. But that's fine. I'll need to grind a bit later on anyhow. Is this it? Yes. So if we listen closely... Yes, I am still the rescue party. Dang, I should have brought Dogi. Now we have a black pearl. What now? Okay, neat. Dangerous, but neat. Hello, small child. So there are nice demons. That's me. Defenseless little kid, you say? We can fix this. We just need to feed him. So he's a level 1 Rascal. And he needs food badly. Come on. There it is. He's no longer hungry, and now he is an official party member. So, building on the interactions with Fina, we can level him up quite a lot. And he is decent at attacking too, almost. Okay, the goddesses are looking out for us. Now then, let's just very slowly get him to some low-level enemies. Yeah, killed them good, kid. Just be nice and careful. So his attack speed isn't the best, but he gets some damage. Anytime this century, kid. So these are dangerous specimens. I don't think... I mean, we can give it a try. The strategy is, of course, to weaken them yourself. And then... Come on, Tarf. Level 4. Alright, kid. Let's get you big and strong. With a montage. And there it is, our level 25 Rascal. He is quite the threat at this point. Now, why would you do this? Well, there's an achievement for it. It's also really fun. but he is an extremely temporary party member. And as such, you can also do that same thing that you did with Fina and get his fucking measurement, which I'm not going to do because... What the fuck, guys? You shouldn't have done that. It's to the point where if you look at the achievement drawn by the localizers, they didn't want to draw it even. Yeah, you just have to deal with this stuff sometimes when you play games from Japan. Anyway, look at how strong he is. It is an interesting thing to have party members in this system. I've been playing the TurboGrafx version of Ys 4, and there are a couple of party members there too. And they are basically unkillable murder beasts that steal your XP, which is kind of helpful. The series did experiment a lot more with party members later on, as you can imagine. Helps with storytelling and whatnot, and gameplay variety. I'm just gonna chill here and recover my health. I don't think I've talked about the various eras of Ys in detail, but there's basically... Let's see, there's bump combat games, there is Napishtim engine games, and then there are party member games, and then with Ys 10 there is the... what is it, the duo system? They have some fancy name for it. I quite like the duo system, it's fun. And it's interesting to see the series develop across the years while still retaining its core identity of high-speed murder hobo action. I say that as I'm slowly walking and escorting this child. But hey, growing pains. Yeah, he has killed like 20 of them, so he's good. And well deserving of some snacks. Fight the machine! And now the people don't hate me as much. You live in a lava colony. He wants to cool off, that's what he's thinking. Yeah, it was kind of like a safari. I mean, going by their dialogue, they are kind of terrified. Glad to be making a difference. Shut up. Don't worry, we'll solve this demon situation in due time. Oh yeah, before we move on, let me just warp back to Lance quickly and restock on supplies and take a rest. Won't be long. Literally back in a flash. So the reason I wanted to restock is because of Nash here. He needs to be gifted some items. So let's just save here. And give him stuff. You sure? People keep saying that. What are you talking about? And you're blessing me with raw meat? Ah, whatever. Food is food. See ya, Pipsqueak. You keep this town safe, yeah? Back at it. So this last section isn't that bad, but we do have some new enemies. And some free money. So I think it's good that they contrasted the Ice Ridge with this lava section, not just for the thematic stuff, but also in how this is a very linear and character-centric place, whereas the Ice Ridge is just a labyrinth full of monsters for you to dance with. Of course, the final dungeon, which we are approaching, because this is still an early East game, so we're almost done with the game. Kind of. You'll see. So the next dungeon is, of course, both character-centric and a nightmare to navigate. Gene. I mean, when it comes to naming monsters and you have like 80 of them, do you even have to care? You can just make shit up. There's a boss gate. But I am not strong enough for that just yet. Oh wait, no, I am actually. Yeah, 28 should be good. Let's just rest here. If I'm allowed, please. I'll eat one of these. Make that 2 of these. Okay, I am ready. So for this fight, we need fire magic. Might as well try the Hawk Idol. And then for items, no. Can't use them. Let's go. Say hello to Gelaldy. Say goodbye to Gelaldy. Sorry, I was expecting a cutscene. So, this ugly customer. Completely invulnerable at the moment. You need to shoot him in the mouth. And it's really tricky. If I can time this. Yes! Now we have bosses that have shields as well, more or less, just so that they can have more than the max health of 255. So it's really mostly a greed check, this, because this fight is going to take a while, you can't really escape it. But it's all in spacing, so it's not that far off from ᚚᚗᚣᚗᚋ, the Bat Boss. Except much easier, as you can imagine, as long as you play it safe. But still, you need a decent bit of luck to manipulate the worm so that you can actually hit the damn thing. But now I'm doing damage at least. Really cool design though. I don't understand why it would have a bunch of meat hooks on it, but... You know, maybe if I check the note, I'll find out. Whoa, oh, no. I got 2 hits, that's... It is progress, but it's very slow progress. And here's a new one. Actual spawns during the fight. I feel like they did this just because the fight is so boring otherwise. Oh god! Let me cut back to about this point in the fight. This went poorly. There's our friend again. So I think I'll rescind my previous statement of this game being very easy. And instead say that it is easy as long as you're paying attention. Because you can get chopped up very, very quickly, just in how the bomb combat damage calculation works. So I think I'm just going to ignore that gene monster and take it slow. Good little gotcha though to trick me into attacking it and screwing myself over. So maybe that was the intent. Almost had me. Let's see if I can get a good rotation this time. I mean, it isn't random, but the appearance and disappearance of the worm is so dependent on all of your movements and the timing of them. But it might as well be. Yes! Pardon the pun, but this was one hell of an episode. But we made it! We're at the foot of the final dungeon. And I'm not prepared because I need some more money and one more level. So I'll fix that off screen. Until then, farewell.